Centuries ago, a city was not just a city. It was a petrified monument of a catastrophe. When Mount Vesuvius erupted in AD 79, time stopped for the people of Pompeii. But what happened that day? We only know what occurred through the ruins hidden beneath layers of ash. Let's uncover the story behind this disaster together. Pompeii was one of the liveliest cities in the Mediterranean. It had prospered through the might of the Roman Empire. The narrow streets of the city told a story at every corner. Economically, the city was quite powerful. Merchants sold exotic goods in the marketplace, and Pompeii was famous for producing wine and olive oil. These products attracted both local residents and merchants from distant lands. The luxurious villas and the lavish lifestyle of the people reflected the city's high socio-economic status. Pompeii was not only economically strong, but also a cultural hub. The mosaics, frescoes, and sculptures found in the city reflected the art of the time. The people enjoyed attending plays in the theaters, competing in athletic events in the gymnasiums, relaxing in the baths, and holding festivals in the wine estates. This created an environment where every individual in the city actively participated in social life. However, all of this grandeur was overshadowed by the looming presence of Mount Vesuvius. This giant would soon drag the city into a catastrophe. August 24th, AD 79. The day began like any other. Merchants were shopping, farmers were heading to their fields, and children were playing in the streets. Life was moving on like an ordinary day. But in the afternoon, a loud noise was heard. That noise soon turned into a terrifying disaster. The sky darkened, the air thickened, and within moments, ash and rocks began to pour from the volcano, engulfing the city. People ran in panic as the city was covered by a cloud of ash. This was the first sign of the eruption that would destroy the city in just a few hours. In the first few hours, the falling ash and rocks threw the people into a state of panic. Slowly, the poisonous gases in the air made it difficult for people to breathe. Many tried to take shelter in their homes, hoping to survive, but it was already too late. Vesuvius's eruption spread lava, gases, and ash across the entire city. The entire city was wiped out by this natural disaster. Throughout the night, the eruption continued, and by morning, Pompeii was buried beneath a layer of ash. Over 2,000 people lost their lives in the disaster. Pompeii was forgotten after the disaster. For centuries, the city was buried beneath the earth and lost. However, in the 18th century, a fortunate excavation uncovered Pompeii. As archaeologists began digging, they realized that almost everything had been preserved as it was. Homes, workplaces, and even personal belongings were found in a petrified state. This discovery opened a unique window into the daily life of ancient Rome. During the excavations, the petrified human remains attracted considerable attention. The figures, found in the last moments before death, showed the fear that people experienced. The petrified bodies of Pompeii carried the terror of that moment into our time. Archaeologists carefully studied each find and discovered new data about the city's last days. The rediscovery of Pompeii became important not only for the field of archaeology but also for historians and tourists. Today, Pompeii is one of the largest and most visited archaeological sites in the world. This discovery strengthened the connection people have with the past and showed that the disaster wasn't just the story of a city, but the story of an entire civilization. The story of Pompeii is not just the tale of a disaster. It also serves as a reminder of humanity's fragility in the face of nature. It shows how a single natural event can erase human life and culture so quickly. However, the remains of Pompeii also remind us of how valuable the past is and the importance of preserving the traces of history. Pompeii carries the frozen memories of not just a city but an entire civilization. This petrified city offers a unique opportunity to learn the lessons of the past and approach the future with greater awareness. So, what have we learned from the story of Pompeii? What lessons can be drawn from the fact that cities, peoples, and entire civilizations can vanish over time? Share your thoughts in the comments, And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on unforgettable moments in history.